सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ Naishkarmya Siddhi, 3rd chapter, page 103, verse 24. Tvamithyapi padam tadvat sakshan matrarthavachitu samsaritamasam tyajya sapi syadabhidhanajam. In Mahavakya Vichara, there are two types of meanings, Vachyartha and Lakshyartha. Vachyartha is known as primary meaning, Lakshyartha is known as secondary meaning. Vachyartha is known as a popular meaning, immediate meaning, direct meaning. Lakshyartha or secondary meaning of Tattvamasi is indirect meaning, Lakshyartha, that which conveys the hidden meaning. You have to extract to get that meaning. It won't appear just outside, but you have to extract it. Then only it will appear as it were to you. So for that purpose, there are 3 stages. First stage, Samanadhikaranya Sambandha. Second stage, Visheshana Visheshya Sambandha. Third stage, Lakshya Lakshana Sambandha. All these we are analyzing. First 2 of them are over. Samanadhikaranya Sambandha we have already completed. Visheshana Visheshya we have completed. We are at the end. In Visheshana Visheshya Sambandha, Jivatma qualifies Paramatma, Paramatma qualifies Jivatma. Here also that aikyam is not possible. In Samanadhikaranyam and Visheshana Visheshya Sambandha, to hear as they are Tatpada and Tvampada, they are wonderful. But when it comes to the aikyam, both are one and the same. You have to arrive at the 3rd stage, Lakshya Lakshana Sambandha, revealer, revealed relationship. Really it is not a relation, as though relation. Therefore, in this portion, very terse portion only, we are trying to understand. We already familiar with that only, but the words presentation by Sureshwaracharya, a little bit new words for us. So, I the Jivatma am Paramatma. That is the permanent Sakshatkara. Any Sakshatkara of any form is only a temporary Sakshatkara. Any form of any Devata, any form of your Ishta Devata is not permanent sakshatkara. Permanent sakshatkara is that I, the Jiva, Atma, I am none other than Paramatma. Here, now itself I am available. So, I, the Jiva, Atma, Dukkhitvam, Samsaritvam, they are unwanted components. Unwanted components, anupadischitam. Sureshwaracharya used that word. Anupadischitam, na upadischitam. They are not intended to take anupadischitam. Similarly, in Paramatma also, what is anupadischitam? What is obstructing for aikyam? Paroksham. The individual asks, how can I be the Paramatma? Paramatma is somewhere up above, far away. How can I be the Paramatma? The Paroksham is there. Remoteness is there. And I am a Dukhi, I am a Samsari, I am a Punya Papavan. How can I be Paramatma? So holding on to those transmigration, samsaritvam, this jiva is not able to understand that aikya bhavana. Aikya bhavana means aikya jnanam. So in the Paramatma, Paroksham, remoteness is unwanted. In the Jivatma, Samsaritvam or Dukkhitvam is unwanted. Sa api abhidhanaja bhavati. In that also there is primary meaning, including them. Including them means what? Unwanted attributes are included. Therefore, no banana seller want you to eat banana skin, but while selling he gives along with banana skin. See, all these Visheshanams are like banana skin. All Karma Kanda, Upasana Kanda, Nama, Rupa are given for Ishvara. But you should not, at the time of Aikyam, you have to peel out that remoteness of Paramatma, peel out the samsaritvam of Jivatma. Unless you remove that, you can never say Aham Brahma Asmi. Visheshana, Visheshya Sambandha attributes are there in the primary meaning. So, Bhagatyaga Lakshana is the third stage, that is the Lakshya Lakshana Sambandha of Tvampada and Tatpada. Where they are occurring? In Mahavakya. Which Mahavakya? Tattvamasi Mahavakya. In which Upanishad? Chandogya Upanishad. Which Veda? Sama Veda. Okay, all of these we have to remember. Aitadatmimidagam sarvam tattvamasi shvetaketu tat satyam tattvamasi shvetaketu. That tattvamasi is highlighted, taken in this portion. Now we'll enter into 25th verse. There is some correction in the introduction. Viruddhodeshana. Here, though is there, you have to strike off that one after dakara. It is uddeshana, not uddoshana. Uddeshana. I will read this portion. Verse number 25, introduction. Viruddhodeshanatvacha Paroksha dukkitvayoho avivakshitatvamityaha. Viruddha plus uddeshanatvad. Check. Avivakshitam means here not included. not intended to be included. Avivakshitam, not intended to be included by the Shruti. By the Shruti. What is that? Look into the meaning of this. Upanishad does not want to include the repelling conditions, repelling components. Samsaritvam, Ishwaratvam are repelling components. Ishvara is not a samsari. Aham, Paramatma, when you want to say samsaritvam, is a repelling component. They have to be dropped. Their primary swabhava. Primary swabhava of whom? Primary swabhava of jiva is samsaritvam. Primary swabhava of jivatma is dukkhitvam. They have to be dropped. Similarly, primary swabhava of Ishvara, remoteness, paroksham, and prapanchatrayam, at jiva level, shariratrayam, all these are repelling components. Contradictory. Repelling means opposing each other. They cannot gel together. The samsaritvam and paroksham. Like Swamiji gives one example. Wife and husband, they go to a court. Now Jivatma, Paramatma are in family court. Okay, family court. Just as the wife and husband goes to the court, the lawyers, advocate try to convince both of them living together. Don't it have divorce, better to live together. Then they ask personally counseling and all. Because wife has her own strong likes and dislikes. And husband also has got strong likes and dislikes. Both of them, their strong likes and dislikes repelling each other. Not having compatibility. Uncompatibility is increasing day by day, day by day. First, I love you, I love you, I love you. Slowly they done, I allow you. First, I love you, then I allow you. What do you mean, I allow you? You go on your own way, I'll go on my own way, like that. Why? Because of their own strong components, swabhava. What the advocate says, drop your swabhava, you have to adjust, you have to join together, wife and husband, they have to adjust, accommodate, they have to give up their personal strong likes and dislikes. They have to do no other way. Then only they can live together. After marriage, 35 years, 40 years of marriage, a person recognizes, we are very happy now that I have understood, I cannot change her. She has understood me, she cannot change me. Therefore, we are living happily in spite of our differences. That they recognize after 2-3 decades. First they struggle. First decade they struggle. Wife want to change husband, husband want to change wife. Therefore, superficial differences, if you hold on, no wife and husband stay together. The marriage sambandha, it is so pavitra bandham that should be there in the mind. 7 janmas they want same wife and somebody said jocularly, these couples take bath in the river and dip in the river and they pray for 7 janmas also I want her only as my wife, and she also wants he only should be my husband even for 7 janmas. What is the secret, jocularly? Because new person comes, I cannot adjust. Already I have adjusted. Therefore, new person comes again, struggle. Therefore, let him continue for many janmas. Just a jocularly telling, but that is not the intention. The love bond is that much holy, pavitram, that is the real love without any lust. So now come to our family court of Jivatma Paramatma. Aikyam of Jivatma Paramatma is possible only when the repelling opposites, when they are dropped. Jivatma side also they have to drop, Paramatma side also they have to drop. Therefore, Upanishad is not interested in that repelling, contradictory features with those components. It is not possible to gel together. Na uddishyamanam. So that uddishyamanam yataha viruddhoho uddeshanatvacha. As the two terms, tattvam, paroksha dukkhitvam. Two terms are there, equated. Paroksha, paroksha, remoteness, dukkhitva. Viruddha means contradictory components. Once you want to equate them, what they are telling to us, there are conflicting elements. Viruddha uddeshanatvacha, conflicting elements like paroksham and dukkhitvam. Remoteness, paroksham, and dukkhitvam, subject to suffering, misery. They are not intended to be asserted. Avivakshitatvat, avivakshitatvam, they are not intended to be asserted. Therefore, that is brought out now. Iti aha. That is brought out here. Where? In 25th verse. I will read. Uddishyamanam vakyastham nodeshana gunanvitam akanksita padarthena samsargam pratipadyate. Here uddishyamanam means the subject tvam. Subject and predicate. Sishya, the Guru is telling, Tat tvam asi. Tvam, you are. Uddishyamanam, intended. Vakyastham, mahavakyastham. The subject is not related. Na uddeshana gunanvitam. It is not get related to the predicate. Predicate means what? Tat. Tvam tat asi. Tat is the predicate. Predicate vidhiyamanam. Here uddishyamanam is the subject, tvam pada. Akankshita padarthena, vidhiyamana padarthena. Guru is telling tvam tat. You are that. Vidhiyamanam. You are that, you have to say aham brahmasmi. I am that Paramatma, Brahman. That is the called predicate akankshita padartha. Padasya artha padartha. In tatpada, that is vidhiyamanam, samsargam pratipadyate. How that samsarga means a relation. Relation. The subject of the sentence is uddishyamanam. Vachyartha. When you take vachyartha, Vachyartha of Paramatma, Vachyartha of Jivatma. Tat is the predicate or Akangshitam or Vidhiyamanam. Paramatma Vachyarthena. Akankshita Padarthena means the second line you see. Paramatma Vachyarthena. Then na uddishya gunanvitam. The primary meaning, they are not intended. Na uddishyamana gunanvitam, not intended to taught or not conveyed to taught like banana skin. Like that. Na guna anvitam. Dukkhitvam, that is called guna here. That guna, dukkhitvam, is not intended to continue. The samsaritvam, dukkhitvam cha, they are not intended. Therefore, with the predicate Paramatma, Paramatma Tat Padartha. Tat Padartha, here Tat is the predicate, Akangshitam means wanted. Remember, wanted, unwanted. Banana is wanted. Skin is unwanted. Skin is unwanted. Upadishchitam, anupadishchitam. That words are used by Sureshwaracharya. Stvam is the subject. Uddishyamanam. Tat is akangshitam. So uddishyamanam, akangshitam, wanted in tat and tvam. Tat is the predicate, tvam is the subject. How do you know? How can you say so? They are subject and predicate. You are Swanta Sahityaman. No. It is given by the Asi, another word in the Mahavakya. You look at the Asi in Tattvamasi Mahavakya. Asi is in second person. Asti staha santi asi. Asi madhyama purusha ekavachanam lot. Subject must be in second person. Therefore, tvam. You is in the second person. Asi is also in second purusha, second person. Tvam is also in second person. So that is tvam asi. What is tvam asi? You are that. That Paramatma, the predicate. Subject of Mahavakya is uddishyamanam, intended. Uddishyamanam means intended, primary meaning, which has got unwanted component samsaritvam. Now only in the secondary meaning, unwanted components are rejected. In Visheshana Vishesha Sambandha, you cannot reject them in the second stage, because in second stage also primary meaning only is taken. Therefore, you cannot reject them. So, na samsarga pratipadyate, never have any connection. It is samsargam na pratipadyate, that na you have to bring here. Na pratipadyate means not possible. Samsarga means sambandha, relation or aikyam. Never have a connection means what? Jivatma will never gel with Paramatma, the predicate, when in primary meaning. Because primary meaning, Paramatma has got unwanted remoteness. Primary meaning of Jivatma has got unwanted samsaritvam. So now Jivatma and Paramatma, they have to have aikyam, oneness, identity, oneness with those unwanted components. Samsargam na pratipadyate, aikyam is not possible. That is the idea. So the subject tvam is in its unwanted component, predicate unwanted component. As long as they are there, it is the aikyam is not possible. Therefore, the necessity of Lakshya Lakshana Sambandha he is going to emphasize by showing the limitation of this Visheshana Visheshya Sambandha. Next shloka, introduction, I will read. Tat yat etadevam ataha anupadischitam tayoho api tattvamarthayoho visheshana visheshya bhavaha bheda samsarga rahita vakyartha lakshana lakshanaya eva iti upasamharaha. Upasamharaha, second stage, conclusion. What is the purpose of this discussion? What is the purpose of this discussion? To show the necessity of third stage. This discussion purpose is to show the necessity of the third stage. What is the third stage? Lakshya Lakshana Sambandha, where you are doing Bhagatyaga Lakshana. Unwanted components of Jivatma Samsaritvam, unwanted component of Paramatma remoteness, you have to do Tyaga. The purpose of that third stage is to be shown. For that sake, this discussion. Yataha yataha etad evam. Yataha etad evam means what? The Sanskrit is a little tougher than the previous shlokas. Some places they are easy, some places they are difficult. Yataha evam. Slowly we will see. That's why I am going slowly. Therefore, yataha, therefore. The subject and etat evam. The subject and the predicate. The relationship in Visheshana Visheshya Sambandha. Relationship of the that and thou. Tattvam padayoho. Tat, that, tvam, you, padayoho, which are not really intended, which are primary meaning is not intended. Upanishad is not interested in giving importance in Samana Adhikaranya Sambandha or Visheshana Visheshya Sambandha for indicating a meaning of preposition. Any preposition talks about relation. Any preposition, in, on, of, a relation it denotes. The connotation of that relation by preposition. Here you have to drop all prepositions. Prepositions are opposition for us. Prepositions are opposition. The first here he says, let us look into this introduction first. The above mentioned mutual repelling unwanted components. Etad evam ataha anupadisthitayorapi. Anupadisthita means repelling components which are unwanted. Anupadistham, the above mentioned means in 25, 24 which we saw, that above mentioned mutual repelling, samsaritvam, dukkhitvam of Jivatma remoteness, prapancha, srishtikarta, layakarta, that Paramatma, Sarvagataha, Sarvajnaha, Paramatma, they are not intended by the Upanishad. Anupadischitam, Anupadischita tayoho api. Tayoho means tattvamarthayoho. Tatpada and tvampada. Tatpada and tvampada. Visheshana visheshya bhavaha. Yataha etat evam. Because of the above mentioned unwanted components of or incompatibility of those words, tattvam pada tattvam arthayoho tatutvam arthayoho tattvam arthayoho, primary meaning of both tatpada and tvampada. Anupadisthitayoho, primary meaning is not intended by the Upanishad. Anupadischitam, anu plus upa plus adhat, anupadischitam. Upanishad is Shruti, is not intended or interested in primary meaning. Banana seller is not interested in what? In eating banana skin. Okay? Banana seller is not interested, the buyer, to eat banana skin. Who is our banana seller here? Upanishad. Upanishad is not interested, the listener, mumukshu, to include the samsaritvam of Jivatma and paroksham of Paramatma, skin, that should not be included. If Shruti want to communicate Aikyam, banana seller interested by seller, that buyer should eat only banana. Therefore, a banana is so sweet, he will come tomorrow to buy another banana. Like that, Upanishad is, if it wants to communicate Aikyam, Upanishad cannot intend to primary meaning. Upanishad want to communicate what? The entire teaching of Vedanta, Upanishad has come to communicate what for? Only one purpose. Talking so much like a political leaders, they come to canvas and they talk about their agenda, party, this and that and all, we will do this, that and all. They go on and on talking. For what purpose? Only for one. You put your vote to me, that's all. 1.5 hour talk, 2 hours talk, they bombard. Finally, what they want, you put your vote for me, like that. Similarly, Upanishad also talking karma kanda, upasana kanda, sadhanas, so much years together. Teacher also untiringly talking. Students are also untiringly listening. What for a final outcome is what? What is the motive of Upanishad? What is the motive of the teacher? What is the motive of the student? Aikya Jnanam. Aham Brahmasmi Jnanam. There is no second real thing. I am the Paramatma. When you are Paramatma, as ordinary Jiva, you can never be Paramatma. As a Samsari, as a Dehabhimani, you are not a Jivatma. So, only simple to say Aikyam Jnanam, oneness, knowledge of oneness of Atma, I am, only the truth. Easy to say, but how much you have to go through the practice of lot of annihilation, removal, discarding so many things. There is joining is not there really speaking. Aikyam, joining, we are talking, but really speaking, is there a joining? Lot of job is only in discarding. Discarding anatma, shariratrayam, discarding at jivatma level, prapanchatrayam, discarding at paramatma level, sarvajnatvam, discarding at paramatma level, samsaritvam, dukkhitvam, discarding at jivatma level. All these only discarding, 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 removing, dropping. Therefore, Visheshana Visheshya, exchange of mutual statuses. Jivatma, Paramatma, exchange of mutual statuses. Jivatma, Paramatma with their primary meaning. Evam eva, of above repelling condition, samsarga apratipattihi. That is apratipattihi, that samsarga relation of jivatma paramatma is not possible. Relation means aikya. Primary meaning visheshana visheshya bhava sambandha only has got an intermediary goal. Primary meaning visheshana visheshya bhava has got only intermediary goal, like intermediary stations when you are traveling. Main destination, before it is coming, you have lot of intermediary stations. Are you interested in intermediary stations? You buy fruits, so and so place, Tirunelveli halwa, you buy, or Nagpur orange in Nagpur station, some samosa or pakoda, some one thing is famous for one station. People remember that. They get down and buy. After buying, they eat and enjoy. And the green signal has come. Now, they'll enter the train. Why they are not stopping on that station in spite of enjoying that halwa or orange or anything, whatever they like? Why they are not stopping? They know that is intermediary stage. Like that here also, Vedantic teacher or student also should know their intermediary goal. Samanadhikaranya sambandha, Visheshana Visheshya sambandha, talking about the glory of Ishvara with so many vibhutis, talking about the miserable life of Jivatma also with so many attributes. Limited attributes of Jivatma, unlimited attributes of Paramatma, talking on and on and on. So what? All are intermediary goals, never hooked to hold on to Ishvara also. Ashayarumingal, Ishanodayunum, Ashayarumingal. May you all give up Asha for Isha. Asha for Isha. Ishvara is only for worship purpose, meditation purpose. But you worship with Navavida Bhakti, Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnoho, Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakhyam, Atman Nivedanam, and you hooked to him, who hold on to him, and our Swami, Nan Asami, Panditam. In that love, in that devotion, in that puja, paddhati and all, we have forgotten that is intermediary goal. Therefore, Upanishad has to take lot of strain and pain to pluck you from that also. Come on, my dear, to remove your tamoguna, rajoguna. I have introduced all of them. Even I want to remove your sattva-guna also. Please come back, come back. Nama varamatome, na vidamatene. Avi vittalum chavi vidamatena. Some people, they are near to their tomb, but they don't give up the chavi, the keys. ಅದು ಮಾದರಿ ದೇಹಾಭಿಮಾನ is the biggest obstacle. ಮನ ಅಭಿಮಾನ, ಗೃಹ ಅಭಿಮಾನ. At Ishvara level also, Ishvara, he is my protector, my savior. Bhagavan, he is my everything for me. How long? So dvitiyadvai bhayam bhavati. You make Ishvara separate from you, your fear continues, dukkhitvam continues. Try to understand why Upanishad is interested in dropping that Ishvara's primary meaning. Na vidamaten sonna, are you want to continue in dukkha? Because there is a second entity, Ishvara is there. Jagat is there. Ishvara is protecting me from this vyadhi, jara, body problems and all. Learn to look at anatma as anatma, non-self as non-self. As long as I don't look at anatma, non-self as non-self, nobody can save us. No one can save. Even Bhagavan also cannot save us. Bhagavan says, I have given the teaching. Why can't you understand? Why can't you study thoroughly? Get the clue from that Guru is telling, teaching. In Prapanna Parijataya Totra Vetraikapane Jnana Mudraya Krishnaya Gita Krishna Anga Krishna and all those adjectives gel. But in the case of Aikyam, all those attributes you have to keep. இப்போதானே சொன்னார் சுவாமினி, ஆபதாம் அபஹர்த்தாரம் தாத்தாரம் சர்வசம்பதாம். டெய்லி சாண்ட் 108 times. இப்போதானே சொன்னேன் 2 days பேக். ஆமாம் சொன்னோம். ஆபதாம் அபஹர்த்தாரம் you have to chant. Same time we are teaching this highest teaching as the relative order of reality. Do that for loka sangraha, not for your sangraha. That is for loka sangraha. Loka kalyanam's sake, all mantras we teach. Even those bhajans and all I am sending. 30 years back I sang. All those bhajans sung by me 30 years back. So for your grandchildren you can, for your friends and relatives, children, youngsters, those who are interested to create devotion in them, just we are putting in YouTube those bhajans and sending to you the stotramala, some bhajans and all, because you have to spread those, the devotion for a future generation. It does not mean Swamini is teaching Naishkarmya Siddhi also and sending bhajan also, stotram also. Yes, I'll do that. Nearly 24 bhajans I sang long ago. So the future generations, for Loka Kalyanam's sake, for Loka Sangraha, we have to do certain things. Not only Guru, even all the students also do must Loka Sangraha, sharing those bhajans, those stotras, sharing to many people. Many people chant Bhagavan's name. All positive vibrations in the society destroy evil forces. That job we have to do. As a guru, I do my job. You as a shishya, you also do your job. Sharing, liking, sharing. So that is very important for our future generations. So Ishvara, stotras, praising all this, that sakshatkara, that darshanam, that worship of Ishvara, puja, and all, they are not intended, they are not the ultimate goal. Culmination is only dropping. This cannot be taught to children, youngsters. They need some bhajans, they need bhakti. So that is why you have to propagate that one side and you learn one side this. So what? Mahavakya, it wouldn't gel. They wish all adjectives. Therefore, generally, intermediate stage is to go to secondary stage. Intermediate station I have crossed. Train is moving towards what? Going to the destination. Leaving the intermediary station means what? Going towards the ultimate destination. Similarly, here also, Samanadhikaranya Sambandha, Visheshana Vishesha Sambandha, first stage and second stage, intermediary goals are meant to come to what? Third stage, Laksha Lakshana Sambandha. Now we are entering the third stage. Second stage conclusion, third stage entry. Vasappadi madre, door sill. This concept of Bheda Samsarga Rahita. Bheda Samsarga Rahita. See that introduction, what he said? Bheda Samsarga Rahita means what? Bheda means division. Samsarga means any type of relation. Any type of relation. Paramatma, Jivatma, Paramatma relation. Na pratipadyate is not possible because there is no relation at all. This is the end of the second stage. Iti upasamharaha. Upasamhara means conclusion. Conclusion of what? Secondary stage. Now third stage to enter. The 26th verse I'll read. There also second line is the third stage. First line is second stage conclusion. Tado visheshanarthatvam visheshyatvam tvamastatha lakshya lakshana sambandha tayo syat pratyagatmana. Visheshanarthatvam means qualifying expression. Visheshyatvam tvam tvamaha tatha. In the second stage, Paramatma becomes the adjective. Visheshyatvam. Paramatma becomes the adjective to Jivatma. The subject, the substance. Once Jivatma becomes the substance, Visheshyam, Paramatma becomes what? Visheshanam. So, Tatpada, Tvampada, here in this shloka, very uniquely used normal grammar is little up above this. What is that general grammar? Abnormal grammar here. Tat primary meaning. Visheshanarthatvam is qualification. Tvam padam, for the word tvam. Tvamaha is there. Actually, tvam yuvam yuyam we say. But he gives here tvamaha. The sixth case. For the word tvam, will it become Visheshyam? The Paramatma will become Visheshyam, qualified Visheshanam, object. Tadaha. Tadaha is also a abnormal grammar usage. Tat te tani tat te sahataute will say, but here tadaha means tatpadasya. For the word tat, the Paramatma. Tat tadau tadaha. So abnormal usage. Visheshanarthatvam serve as a qualifying Visheshanam. Visheshanarthatvam means serve qualifying Visheshanam. Here tvam also tvam, tvamau, tvamaha. Normal tvam, yuvam, yuyam. But here tvam, tvamau, tvamaha. In that tvamaha shashti. Tvam padasya jivatma Visheshyam. qualified the object, Paramatma. So subject is always known. Subject, I, the Pratyagatma, am evident to myself. When Upanishad says you are that Paramatma, Paramatma is remote. Predicate is always unknown. The subject is always a known entity. Predicate is a new information. What is the new information here? Paramatma. You are Paramatma. That is the new information for the student. New information for the student, and Guru says you are that. So many things I am listening in the world, but you are that another, that and hanging student may see. That can pronoun can indicate anything in the world. You are that now. So Guru has to explain what is that. That is Paramatma. Paramatma means Ishvara. Ishvara means what? So much of description to be given to this student. To talk about that Aikyam, Guru cannot say Tat, that you are. Sishya may ask, what is that? That means what? How many years teaching required, you see? Tvam-pada vichara. Bhagavad Gita, we saw first 6 chapters, Tvam-pada vichara. 7 to 12 chapters, Tatpada vichara. Ishvara Swarupa vichara. That is why Bhagavad Gita to be studied systematically. If I go through the subject systematically, exactly this teaching will gel accord to my mind. My mind set will fit into the teaching if I have studied Bhagavad Gita thoroughly. Thampada Vichara, Bhagavan Krishna started where? In Bhagavad Gita 2nd chapter. The nature of Jivatma given Ekaha, Aprameyaha, Nityaha, Sthanuhu, Achalaha. 7 descriptions of Jivatma given. How many of you remember that? If I remember, excellent. So Jivatma nature given in 4th chapter, 5th chapter, thorough description of Jivatma. Am I having that clarity of that Jivatma? Who am I? Then who is Paramatma? Also same way. From 7th chapter, 9th chapter, you see how beautifully Lord Krishna presented in 7th chapter, 9th chapter and 12th chapter. Ishvara Swarupam. Of course, Vibhuti Yoga, Sandarshana, Vishwarupa Sandarshana Yoga, there's a glorification. But the crux of Ishvara Swarupam comes in 7th chapter. Am I thorough in that? We should not take it as granted. Bhagavad Gita Dhanayana. Bhagavad Gita is the basis. If I have that Tatpada Jnanam, Masthani Sarva Bhutani Nacha Masthani. That's why I took once 4 slokas, Grandhi slokas. Again, go through those Grandhi slokas available on YouTube. How they are masterpieces. Listening to my listening also must be systematic. Paddhati is there. Vaguely listening here and there won't work. Upanishads also. Mundaka, Kena, Kaivalya, Katha, Taitriya, Mandukya. Paddhati order is there. Then Chandogya, then Brihadaranyaka. Then all these Visheshana Vishesha Sambandha and Lakshya Lakshana Sambandha. In many places I have given this Lakshyartha topic. So the more I have received, it is helpful for us. So tvamarthaha, tvamaha, tadaha, tvamaha. These are the two unique words here. They are used. Tvamaha, tadaha. Of that word, tvampada. Of that word, tatpada. Of these two. Of these two what? They are those two. The preposition is relating. Remove that preposition. So, tadaha visheshanarthatvam visheshyatvam tvamaha tada tatha. Then in the third line, he is introducing that lakshya lakshana sambandha tayoho. Tayoho means tatpada tvampadayoho. Lakshya lakshana sambandha means revealer, revealed sambandha. Revealer, revealed sambandha. Lakshya lakshana sambandha. Sambandha tayoho. Tayoho means tatpada tvampadayoho. Between these two words, syat pratyagatmana. Pratyagatma means the inner self. The inner self is as their indicated import. That is to be conveyed. That is the purport of this Mahavakya. The next shloka we will see in the next class. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.